Hey guys, welcome back to Muscle of the Week. I hope you're enjoying this series because I'm having a lot of fun making it. All right, so we'll dive into a really interesting group of muscles this week called the rotator cuff muscles. Probably you've heard of them, and I'm going to try to keep this video under 4 or 5 minutes. So I'm not going to be able to go into super depth, but I want to introduce you to these muscles. What are they for? Why do we hurt them so much? And what can we do to stabilize the rotator cuff muscles to strengthen them so that we can avoid injury and rehabilitate our injury if we already have one? All right, so let's check them out. The rotator cuff muscles is a group of 4 muscles that attaches somewhere at some point in the scapula out to the head of the humerus. The head of the humerus is basically the top of your arm bone. All right, so these 4 muscles are very, very important in stabilizing your shoulder. An interesting thing is that when we're raising our shoulder up, the deltoid is doing that motion up until about here, 80 degrees. Then our supraspinatus takes over between 80 degrees and 120 degrees. This is the danger zone. I feel like such a dork sometimes. And then the deltoid takes over here, which is a big, strong muscle. Your little supraspinatus and your other little rotator cuff muscles, they are not as big and strong as your deltoid. So we injure ourselves by doing weight-bearing things in this motion. Tennis, golf, throwing your suitcase up in the overhead compartment, lifting weights. So those are all ways that we can injure ourselves. But what we can do, I'm going to show you a yoga position that strengthens your rotator cuff muscles so that and it especially strengthens your subscapularis muscle. And it's, without further ado, I will show you. It's on the floor. So we will move our camera this way. All right, so go ahead and do this where your forearms are equal distance apart, and then interlace your hands. Get your head down in between your hands and make a tripod, basically. Now, press into the floor with your forearms and elbows. And then we're going to lift the knees off and start to put some weight onto your head. Make sure that you are right on the center of the crown of your head. So as you press into the floor with your forearms, you're going to start to feel those muscles working. Now, if this is available to you, you want to start walking your feet up towards your head. You can bend your arms a little bit, and now we're getting a lot more work happening in the shoulders. Coming on out, it's nice and slow. You want to just take a child's pose for a little bit. Yeah, if you're already experiencing some rotator cuff injuries, try that and see if that can help. I would do it at least 3 times a week for, spend like 3 or 4 minutes doing that until, get up in there, hold it as long as comfortable, take a rest, get back up, hold it as long as comfortable. You're going to strengthen those. So if doing it on the floor isn't totally comfortable for you, and I understand that it might not be for everybody, you can also do it against the wall. So just for the sake of this video, I'm not going to stand up. This is my wall. And you're gonna basically do the same thing. Go get into a lunge, get your head. Okay. So get your head on the wall, and basically you just lunge yourself into the wall. Sorry, my camera's not really set up well enough. I'll attach a picture of what that looks like down in the comments or somewhere. All right, I hope that this information was helpful in some way to you. Have a beautiful day and aloha, namaste.